Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to another update. We got a lot to update you on. I'm going to turn around here. You can see behind me, that is a new 24 by 24 carport that I'm building at the shop. And so that's future expansion, and it's going to be a carport until then. All right. And behind me here, see, we're closing in that part there. That's going to be all closed in, and have an overhead door there for, that's where the grind room is going to be. We're going to move the grind room out of here, and we'll walk through the shop. And all of this here in the grind room is going to be over there in the new annex. Okay, so this is going to open up for future expansion as far as CNC machines, so we can get it in a climate controlled, not climate controlled, but get it in a dust free environment. Also in here, then we'll tell you what's going on in here. The reason we're not doing leather anymore is because, see the CNC machine, we're still down to wiring, so we got to figure out the wiring. And see that over there, that's a new 50-watt laser. So I'm working on trying to get that in line. I got the computer there. I got some software issues that having to get with China on, and all that good stuff. Okay, so that's what's happening in here. We're going to be putting a deck on top, put ceilings on the inside in here. All of this will be climate controlled, heated and cooled at some point. It'll have the laser in here. We do Kydex and things like that, but leather is going to be very scarce. Okay, so we're having to rearrange some things, but things are moving. Now, all this has to do with future things that I'm planning. We're going to get those folders going, and a lot of things else that we're working on. Okay. So let's talk about where we're at as far as retail side. We've got, if you have a BK that's ordered, it's pretty much at this state. I've got names on all of these. I just need to do the finish grinds, and if you have sheaths, do the sheaths. These are WCSK's 481 through 490. Okay. 491 through 499 is heat treated, ready for handles. This is a new prototype. It's called Damage, and we're going to get that ground and show you what that looks like at some other point. You saw the one on the previous update that was 3/16. This is one that's 5/32. I want to compare the two. These are the Blackbirds. I've got all the Blackbirds that's been ordered except one. I think there's one 3V that was just ordered a week or so ago. It has been heat treated, but I do not have the handles on it yet. So if you ordered a 3V Blackbird in the last couple of weeks, then that's where your knife is. I'm sorry, I don't remember your name. McVeigh, this is your Daily Chore. Phipps, Austin, Lamont, Hale, Skiles, Smith, all of your knives are on this board ready for final grinds and polishing and all this other good stuff. Okay, in addition to all of that, if you see down here on the table, I'm doing finish grinds for the Pano and Jared order at Northern Woodsman Elite. They'll have some little small skinners or short skinners, short hunters, or whatever they call them. I can't remember the names. I've got too many of them going on right now. Nessie's, this one is a custom for Jared, and some Northern Skinners. All of these will have some customized handles. They're using desert ironwood on a lot of these, and we'll move over here and I'll show you. See, that's the through 499 SKs. There's some stranded woods ones for Jeff. These are some for Panos. He's got some Elites, and these are the the desert ironwoods. I mean, they're gorgeous handles. Some yellow liners. So anyway, we'll get the handle set on all of these. We're trying to ship all of these out with sheaths. He's got some Woodsman's buoys, just all kinds of stuff that we have going. Of course, the long hunters, and there's a few hogs tooths in there. But all of those should be shipping to Jared and Pano up at Northern Woodsman Elite probably in about 2 to 3 weeks. Okay, so if you want one of those, get with Jared and on their website. That's northernwoodsmanelite.com. If you don't know what that is, go to my website, look at authorized dealers webpage, and there's a link to their website. Okay, the 3VSKs are here on this pile right there, and they have the stamping has been started, so I need to get the logos. I hope you can see that. Can you see that? You see my hand? Okay. See my logos and the WCSK and the serial numbers and all that good stuff on them. But we are starting on that. Got the logo in for well, it's not on that one. It's on this one. That one is for Randy over at Stitch Gear. See, he's got a mountain logo. You'll be able to see it a little bit better on the knife here in just a minute. But these are the outfitter that you can pre-order now on his website at stitchgear.com. Again, if you want a link for that, go to my website and authorized dealers, and you'll see a link to his web store. But this pre-order with the one on the blade like this will be ending the end of this month, so you need to get on that pronto, ASAP. All right. Okay. I've got some things working for Jeff. We'll probably get another order out to him in about 2 to 3 weeks. I've been trying to get the Northern Woodsman Elites out and working on all this other stuff in here, trying to get it all ready for the expansion and all that other good stuff. Okay, also developed a couple of 3 prototypes, and if I can get around here and find a place to sit down. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about some new prototypes and some new designs and all that good stuff. First of all, let's talk about the Master Bushman. I've decided to offer an option of, instead of doing this as a saber grind, do it as a hollow grind. Okay, a lot of people who do a lot of butchering and skinning and things like that prefer a hollow grind. So I wanted to offer that for the hunters out there that want to use this knife mainly for hunting and use this part here secondary. Okay, the saber will do the same thing. I mean, it's just that with this you have a little bit better slicing power because you have that hollow part where the meat kind of just slides on by the blade from in this thinner part here. Okay. Now, as with anything, the thinner the steel is, the less strength it has. So I would not do a lot of side pressure with these hollow grinds. All right, full flat or a Scandi or a saber, any of the grinds is more durable than a hollow grind when you start putting side pressure on them. Okay, so these are designed specifically for butchering, for game prep, slicing, dicing vegetables, that type of thing. All right, so but that is an option. If you like the hollow grind, then that is an option. Get with Jeff and let Jeff know that you prefer the hollow grind. Okay, so again, you can pre-order these with the one on the blade like that at greatnorthernknives.com. Okay, so that's something that's coming to them. That's a new prototype, it just slices. This is 8 to 9 ounce leather, and you can just see how it just passes by that blade and just it slices tremendously. All right, hollow grinds are great for slicing. Okay, excuse me. Now let's talk about a couple of new prototypes for for Randy at Stitch Gear. I've got this little Skinner here, and I think the blades are about, well, that's about 4 inches. And you can see that hollow grind right there, and it goes from a saber, or Scandi, goes from a Scandi into that hollow grind right there. If you can see how that is in there. A beautiful knife, little knife. It's a great skinning knife. Does a little bit of firecraft for you, and a little bit of wood carving on camp. You know, just a multi-versatile little knife for the hunter, the big game hunter, if you want, or the camper, or anybody that likes that kind of a Nesmuk-y drop point style blade. Is fantastic for skinning. You can just kind of show how your hand would be up out of the way as you're skinning, and that hide would ride up on that beautifully. Okay, and you got that little tooth right there that I think is phenomenal. That tooth is just so helpful on many tasks. But anyway, that's an option that you can get with Randy on. He doesn't have it on his website, but you have to contact him. Hadn't even been named yet. So if you want to just say prototype A, see that A on there, then he'll know what you're talking about. Or you can say the prototype with the camo Sure Touch with the red pins, and just let him know which one you're talking about. There's also a second one that after using it for its intended purpose, I think we're going to make some adjustments to the handle. I want to put more of a handle like this on there, because this knife is going to be choked up on, and you want something to hold on to right here, because this is going to be a phenomenal skinner. You can see it has a hollow grind as well. It's kind of blended into this Scandi. But anyway, this one has about a 4 1/4, 4 1/2 inch blade. Has a good handle right now, but we're going to try to marry this handle onto that as well, so that you have that bubble to grab onto it and get up there and get that fine detail skinning. But again, this is a phenomenal skinning knife. Okay, it's got that drop point, that little bit of a Nesmuk-y hump there, and it's just a beautiful knife. It's a little bit shorter than To the Bone. I don't have one finished, but I'll get you one a blank. Okay, see that's the blank of the To the Bone. You can see that the tips are a little bit different. The tip on this one is dropped down a little bit more to center, and the tip on this one is more of a skinning knife. Okay, so the tip is brought way back, more belly. Okay, so that's the difference in them. Also the grinds. This is kind of a blended saber, if you will, into a Scandi, where this is a hollow grind. Okay, so that's the two knives. And again, if you want to just tell Randy this is a B, see the B on the blade, or you could tell him this is black walnut handle. At least let him know which one you're interested in. And again, these are not on his website yet. I just finished these yesterday. So anyway, just let Randy know that you are interested in any of these or both of these, and he can go from there. Somebody wanted to do a comparison with the from this knife to the Master Bushman. So that's the comparison difference. Kind of gives you an idea. There's really two different blades. The Scandi is different, and the tip's different. Whereas this one's curved, this one's straight. I mean, it's just a lot of difference in the knives. But it's always best to do a side by side. And the little EDC is just a straight deal here. It doesn't have this hump, doesn't have the skinning part. The EDC is a different grind, shorter blade, so it's quite a bit different. These are very unique. Once you put them side by side to another knife, you can see the differences in the knives. Okay, I have one more prototype that I did for Years ago, I did a knife design like this, and at the time, I said, wow, that's just completely off the wall. Nobody wants that. But then I started doing leather with it, and I said, wow, this is a leather knife machine. So I reconfigured all my grinders to where I wasn't doing hollow grind anymore. So I just kind of left it off to the side. And I actually gave the knife to Randy, and Randy has been using that as his leather knife for probably 3 or 4 years. So Mom was having difficulty. She does the leather, and that's why I'm kind of scaling back, is so Mom can get a little bit of a breather. She's not quite up to working the 20, 30 hours a week it takes for the leather. So we're kind of scaled back to let her just piddle at it and stay busy. But anyway, so she was having trouble cutting the leather because it was just. So I developed this knife, and I'm going to move the camera down so you guys can see just how easy this is at cutting leather. See how the angle is, where it has a little pump here. It raises the point up actually past this spine, and just effortless. Doesn't take any strength at all to cut this 8 to 9 ounce leather. I mean, this stuff is thicker than 1/8 inch. Okay, and then you can see how it's been. I mean, just effortless. So this got me to thinking it's a saber into a hollow grind, if you can see that. So I was thinking, I've got the Master Woodsman, I've got the Master Bushman, so I was thinking about a Master Tradesman. So the problem is, I mean, this is a fantastic leather knife. I mean, there's no doubt about it. What I developed it for, it's phenomenal. But how many leathersmiths are out there? Now, will it work at carving and things like that? Well, yeah, it will. But it's really not, the angles are not suited for leather work. Which is this, I mean, for skiving and things like that, I mean, the angles are just perfect for that. It's just, see how much control you have to thinning that leather out. But again, you know, if you're cutting a linoleum or things like that, then yeah, that would probably work. An electrician, I don't know if you would need something like this. A carpenter, yeah, I mean, it would work as a carpenter's knife, but it may be, I don't know. I'm kind of undecided about it. I don't know. I do know it's phenomenal on leather. I do know that it's great for planing stuff, planing wood and things like that. But as a versatile tradesman's knife, we'll see. Tell me what you think about it. All right. Okay. Well, I think you guys are up to date. Busy in the shop, trying to get things rearranged and get everything settled again. I got electricians coming next week to rearrange lighting and put outlets up for the laser machine and the CNC machines, and just a lot of things happening. And just bear with me for a little bit. Yes, we are going to get the folders done late spring, early summer. Okay, so but we are working toward that as fast as we can and keeping the orders going. Just got a lot of balls in the air, but we're going to get there. We're going to make it happen. All right? Okay. Thank you guys. You guys are just so phenomenal. You are fantastic. All right? You're the best support group that I could ever wish for. Thank you so much for keeping the lights burning and keeping us growing and able for us to keep seeing what's ahead in the future and planning and making things better and gooder and all that good stuff. So each thing or everything that I do is to enhance and to make the brand WC Knives higher quality, higher versatile. I mean, just make it better all the time. That's the goal. And as long as you guys support me, that's where we're going to go. All right. Till the next one, you guys get in the backyard, whittle on a stick. Be sure and take a child with you. You get the opportunity. And don't forget those plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. We'll catch you again soon.